Hello dear friends, my name is Father Abraham Malkhasyan. I'm the pastor of the Armenian Church of the Holy Martyrs that was consecrated in 1958 in honor and memory of the martyrs, of the Armenian martyrs of the Armenian Genocide 1915. I'm standing right at the holy shrine dedicated to the Holy Martyrs of the Armenian Genocide. We have some relics, some bones of those who were killed by the hands of the Ottoman Turks. And this is interesting that in the eve of the World War I, there were over 2 million Armenians living in the Ottoman Empire, and after the genocide of 1915, there were about 400,000 Armenians remaining in those lands. When I say Ottoman Empire, where the Armenians lived, these are the places of their origin. These are the locations that we call the Western Armenia, that became part of Turkey, Eastern Turkey. And so they were killed in their homes, so to speak, because it wasn't a foreign country that the Armenians lived there, but it was their homeland. It was occupied by the Turks, by the Ottoman Turks, and they were killed in their birthplaces. Raphael Lemkin, a great Polish and Jewish lawyer, he came up with the word genocide not just because of the second genocide of the 20th century, the Holocaust, but the main idea was to name the Armenian massacres. And so he came up with the word genocide to call it what happened to the Armenians, and of course what happened to our brothers and sisters, the Jewish people, during the Holocaust. And so the Armenian Genocide was the first terrible genocide of the 20th century, and we do remember them as the victims of these terrible events. I use the word victims, but that word has been changed in 2015 when the Armenian Apostolic and Orthodox Church proclaimed the martyrs of the Armenian Genocide as the Holy Martyrs, as the new saints of the Armenian Church. And so by making the canonization, by becoming saints, our victims became victors. This is the reality that we do believe, that they perished because they believed strongly in their faith. They wanted to preserve their identity as Armenian Christians, and they died for their faith and for their homeland. And so they are not victims anymore, but victors, as we commemorate the 106th anniversary of these terrible and awful events of 1915. We continue our struggles by asking and demanding justice and recognition. And we are so hopeful that our beloved country, the President, the newly elected President Biden, will finally recognize the Armenian massacres as the Armenian Genocide of 1915. I think this is very important, not only for the Armenians, but for all the humanity, so that people will understand that there is justice in the world, and people don't just die, they don't just disappear from this world. So by remembering our Holy Martyrs of the Armenian Genocide, we pray for their souls, that God will indeed accept them and grant them peace and illumination, as we say in Armenian, Աստված օգիները ուսավորե. May God illuminate the precious souls of our martyrs who were killed by the hands of the Ottoman Turks during the Armenian Genocide of 1915. And we also pray for all those who perished during all kinds of mass killings and genocides, and especially for our brothers and sisters, our Jewish brothers and sisters who perished during the terrible events of the Jewish Holocaust. Unfortunately, these things continue and the history keeps repeating itself. We have learned about the terrible events in Artsakh and Armenia by the hands of Azeri Turks who basically continued the genocidal efforts by killing innocent people in Artsakh and Armenia who fight for their independence, who fight for their freedom. And unfortunately, most of our lands were taken again by the Azeri Turks, and we hope and pray that finally one day the justice will prevail, and hopefully we will be able to get our holy lands back and our holy sites that now occupied by the Azeri Turks, and some of them already were demolished, destroyed, and the other holy sites are in danger right now. Right now it is happening, and we hope and pray that the world, and especially our beloved country, the United States of America, will support and defend the rights, the human rights of our beloved people back in Artsakh, Republic of Artsakh, and Republic of Armenia. Thank you, and God bless you.